or welcome back to my channel. I'm tameraleshan and I do military, lifestyle, fitness, makeup, and hair videos. So if you're interested in any of those things, make sure you check out my channel and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about my job, which is aviation resource management. So a lot of you have been wanting to know exactly what we do because there's not a lot of YouTube videos about it, and I noticed that when I got the job. So like when I got reclassed and they told me I was a 1 Charlie, I was like, what is this? So I YouTubed it and there was one video. So I wanted to make this video for you guys so you can know, like, if you have this job, what we will be doing, or if you're interested in this job, what it does. I went to tech school. I graduated tech school January 13th. I have been operational for like over a month, but I just started work last week, so I've been at work for about a week. I've seen enough to like explain to you guys exactly what we do and like learned enough to tell you guys what we do, so that's why I'm making this video now. I work in the SARM, so when you get to tech school, the first thing you're going to learn about aviation resource management is the different areas you can work in. So there's the HARM, SARM, current ops, stand eval, and aircrew training. That's the first thing you learn when you get there, so you'll know when you get there. And when you get your duty station, you will know what like area you'll be working in based on your squadron. I'm stationed at Creech Air Force Base. I stay at Nellis Air Force Base. So if you get Creech Air Force Base, Creech does not have dorms because it's a really small base. So basically they let you stay at Nellis, and Nellis is about 52 minutes away from Creech. So you either take a bus or you drive there, or carpool, anything like that. As far as my schedule, before COVID, I would have worked Monday through Friday, and it would be 9 to 3 o'clock. But because of COVID, right now I'm working every other day. So last week I worked Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then this week I'm going to be working Tuesday and Thursday. And I've been working 9 to 2 instead of 9 to 3. So the schedule's going to go back after COVID, but right now that's what my schedule is like. So not every squadron is like that. My friends, they've been working like 7 to 4 Monday through Friday, so I just got lucky. But so basically what aviation resource management does is basically paperwork and like computer things with pilots. So there's a lot of forms that we deal with. Depending on what area you're working is what forms you'll be working with, but there's forms that we have to like input into the system. We have to like audit what we put in the system. It's like a whole process. Basically we have to just make sure what we put in the system is right, and but the area you work in will depend on like exactly like to the T what you do. So for the SARM, we deal with like, in my squadron we deal with like 3 different forms. So basically the pilots come to us after they fly, whether that's like a regular flight or a simulator flight, and then we put that information into the system. Then we audit it later on to make sure the information is correct, to make sure they're getting their hours, and that they're getting, because if they don't get their hours, they're not, like, it's gonna be weird. Okay, they'll come to you and be like, hey, I'm missing this and this and this and this, and and you have to fix it. So pilots have to have a certain amount of things done before they're allowed to fly. Like they have to have certain training and they have to pass certain tests in order to actually fly the plane. So that is something we also make sure is done. So let's say like they don't have one of those things done, we can tell on this, like there's a sheet that is printed out, and it will show a certain color, and if that color shows, that means that they haven't completed that. Sometimes it's not accurate though, like the system doesn't update, so like the pilots will come to you and be like, hey, like I did this but it's showing red, so it's like telling me I can't go, but I already did it, so it's not like updated or something like that, so we have to check. So far I really do like the job. It's a really nice job. It's not like stressful or anything like that. Honestly, like it's just paperwork and it's a desk job. I have a good schedule. Even like the pre-COVID schedule is fine with me, and 9 to 3 is completely fine. So I feel like it also, as far as like the work area, depending on what area you work on, is going to depend like how many people you work with. Like in my office I have besides me, there's 5 other people that I work with. 5. And like 2 of those are like supervisory like type of people. So that's how small it is, but it can be bigger. It honestly just depends on the squadron and the base and what area you're working in. So it can be small, it can be big, like it can be in between, you know. But right now, because of COVID, it's like kind of weird. So I don't know really about that. As far as like TDYing and deployments, we don't deploy in like hazardous areas. Like we're not going to be in a, if you deploy, you're not going to be in a hazardous area because you're going to be like having to put in paperwork through the computer. Sometimes though, they send the paperwork to us like at the office. Like the other day we got a bunch of paperwork from people that had deployed and we had to put that in, but you know, we're not deployed, we're just working, so that happens too. But yeah, deploying, you just do paperwork. Honestly, they teach you about like what you do when you deploy in tech school also. That is part of like what they teach you. Would I recommend this job? I would. It's honestly a good job. As far as like a 20-year job, if you're trying to stay in that long, I'm not sure about that. For me personally, it is a pretty easy job. If you know, if you read good, if you can type good, then you're gonna be great at it. It's a good job, it's easy, but I like things that like challenge me mentally. So will I be staying in this job for 20 years? Probably not, even if I stay in 20 years, because I don't know if I'm staying in 20 years. But I probably will eventually cross-train to something else. Like it is a good, honestly, it's a good job. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't want to say boring, but like some people would say it's boring. So that's the only downside to it. It can get boring. Just sitting there typing and putting stuff in all day, it can get a little boring. But it's a good job though. Like I said, I don't see myself staying in this job for 20 years, or even if I do stay in the military 20 years. If I do want to extend my contract, I'm probably going to cross-train to something else. But I think that is all I have for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the job and what we do, just you can message me, email me, or comment them. I'd rather you comment them just in case people have the same questions, because sometimes people do have the same questions. But either way is fine, whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, I think that's all I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!